On the dividend news, we do have Lennox International. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly, but they did hike their dividend by 4.5% to $1.15 quarterly. They have actually been increasing their dividend over 15 consecutive years. On the other news, we do have M&T Bank Corp, which hiked its dividend by 3.8%. As well, we do have NIC, which increased its quarterly dividend by 12% to 28 cents. This actually marks the first hike since the dividend was initiated last year. And the third to last one, guys, we do have a little bit of information. Nvidia did report earnings this past week. They will be actually increasing, or they hiked their dividend by over 150%. From 4 cents to 10 cents per share quarterly. I believe it actually came out to be about a 10% raise. We also have Nvidia. They also will be doing a 10-to-1 stock split. So this actually brings their quarterly dividend to 1 cent per, per share. We also have as well, Nvidia will now pay exactly $1 billion in dividends annually. And the second to last one we have here, guys, is Medtronic, which announced a dividend hike, 47 consecutive years of dividend increases with a 1.4% hike to 70 cents. And the last one we do have here, guys, is NSP, which hiked its dividend by 5.3% with now 14 consecutive years of dividend growth. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here bringing you episode 240 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what shares came, or I guess what dividends came in, what options we placed, if we placed any, which ones we had to manage, and in general how we grew the dividend snowball. Because you guys already know every single Sunday we come back, we look at our dividend portfolio. Right now I do have these scripts on my Google Sheets that track my performance, or how much the portfolio is projected to make in dividends. Completely passive. We're converting our active income into passive income. And as well, you'll see here that right now we're making about $350.09 on a monthly basis. That's what our portfolio is doing. I've been actually trying to accumulate more SCHD shares. We're on a road to 1,000 shares of SCHD. We'll see how long that takes, guys. We're slowly chipping away at it. But by the end of the video, we should see this projection to be slightly higher, because we have goals. They keep us focused. On the annual dividends here, I did completely forgot to make the video, guys. I was super busy, but I owe you guys a video for the month of April, how much we made. We're actually close to the end of May, so we have 2 videos that hopefully I can record those Monday, because it'll be Memorial Day. So I will have some opportunity to record those 2 videos, and then we can release those for you guys, so you guys can see the performance in dividends. Because those dividends did get they hit the account, they actually got reinvested into some more companies. And it's a beautiful thing to see, because we see this growing and growing. I'm actually converting a lot of my portfolio into low dividend yielding companies, but with five double-digit 5-year CAGRs, which is going to be very, very awesome. I think in the long term is going to pay me very, very well. On the quarterly dividends, we do have Q2, which we're working on, and you will see where we end up with that. We also do have options, which for the month of May we actually made $0 so far. We have about a week left. We'll see if we play some trades here. And on the options return so far, we are at least at 3.52%, which is just a cherry on top, guys. That doesn't include the dividends we have collected so far, as well the capital appreciation we've received in the portfolio. This is just a cherry on top that we're collecting while earning some shares or accumulating more shares as well. And that's just allows us to grow the portfolio much faster for us. With the power of options, we definitely stick around with just selling options. If we do look at the options here, you'll see that so far for the year we have collected $4,305.61. We still have a couple more months for the year, so we'll see where that ends up. It's a great thing, it's a great strategy that I'm adding on top of my dividend payments, that while we hold that. As well, on the dividend payouts, we do have a couple companies that are going to be paying out for the month of June, is what it looks like. I do have, or I guess this is a script I do have available for free, guys. All I ask in return is that you're subscribed with the bell notification. You help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark. But we'll kick off these scripts later in the video, but these are the ones that are going to be paying us in the portfolio. So a lot of them for June, and I can't wait to see that hit the account, because they will drip into the portfolio, accumulate a little bit more. And you know, if we do look at the ex-dividend date, some of these are about to go ex-dividend date, so I'll be adding more money. Because if we do look actually on our goals, we have 2024 goals, guys. That is to keep us focused. One of the huge portfolio value goals that was 250k, we were so close. Actually, in the week we did actually hit the 250k, but it was only for like about a day, and then it went back down. But I won't actually accomplish this until we can finally retain about 250k for at least a week or so. I think that's a pretty good achievable thing. We'll mark it off if it ends or on a Friday, and I make the video for you guys on a Sunday. If it ends by 250 or higher, I will mark this off as accomplished for us, because we did hit it. But guys, the first goal, that is to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, a return viewer that hasn't subscribed, what are you waiting for, guys? Subscribe with the notification, help me reach this goal. Definitely appreciate it. Be sure to hit that bell notification, and hopefully you guys drop a big thumbs up on the video. It costs you nothing, helps out the channel a lot, and I definitely appreciate it. So if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and do that now, and let me know that you did. Goal number 2, guys, is to reach $425 per month, and you know, on average. So we're trying to achieve this. We're on our way, chipping away at it. Earlier in the year we were way above this, but again, I reorganized my portfolio, my positions, into high yield, or I guess not low yielding, dividend growth companies that I think in the long term they're going to pay us very, very well. But we got goal number 3, and that is to reach $126,000 invested of my own money. Right now I am at $122,201. We have about $4,000, maybe $3,800 to go left. We're slowly, you know, getting closer to achieving this goal every single week, because guys, goal number 4, that is to invest, or I guess deposit $100 into the portfolio every single week at a minimum. Of course, if there's a red day, I'm going to probably deposit a little bit more if I do have that capital, because guys, I only put money into this portfolio that I know I will not have to touch from 10, 15, 20 years from now. Right now, I try to stay away from pulling any money from this account. I try to find other ways to meet other things that I need to, you know, if I need money. Typically I try to keep a emergency fund as well, so that helps out a lot. Goal number 5, guys, is to drip an additional $25 every time a company is going to go ex-dividend. So as you guys saw earlier in the dividend payouts, that some of them are about to go ex-dividend date, so I'll add an additional $25, purchase that, meet it before the ex-dividend date, and then the following quarter I'll get paid I'll get paid that dividend that I met for the ex-dividend date, and then that small little $25 that paid a little bit of crumbs, those get reinvested for the following quarter, and slowly but surely they do add up, those little crumbs. And last year I was actually doing $100. This year I only decided to do 25 because I do have other things that my money will be going towards. So you guys could actually do this for 10. I think I had a subscriber that had, maybe he did $5 every time, and it's just a fun thing to do. It kind of forces you to invest more into the portfolio. And if we look at goal number 6, is to try to reach $100 per month selling options. We're definitely destroying this, guys. Even if we didn't really sell anything for May, we're above this right now. And then the last one, guys, that is the road to 1,000 shares of SCHD. we're trying to get there, guys. I think we will eventually get it, and hopefully it's actually this year, because this is a goal and we're gonna aim to try to achieve it. But anyways, guys, if I do actually show you guys here the dashboard, we can jump over to the portfolio so I can go ahead and show you guys everything that the portfolio did this week. All right, guys, so as you'll see here, the portfolio is at $249,109.10. On the day change is about a $1,764.92, which is about 0.71%. Year to date on the change is $23,647.36, which is about 10.49%. If we do look at the 1 month, we did actually achieve about a $250,000, but it only lasted for like a day or so. But I think we're gonna aim to try to see if we can get it way above that and end it on a Sunday, and then I'll show you guys that we finally achieved that goal. So we do look at the positions. We do look, one other thing I did want to mention about the 250K. I know it doesn't matter because it's just capital appreciation. It's just a fun little thing to try to achieve it, because in the following week it could potentially drop by 15-20%, and then we're not at 250K anymore. But you know, it's just cool things that, you know, if we hit that portfolio value, it's just something we can just aim and look forward to if we do. But on the total gains, we are at $29,639.57 on capital gains, which is about 13.60%. Total invested cash that we have ready to deploy, we have $1,518.34. And then if we do look, guys, we have some pretty good positions right now. I'm very happy with my position, especially because I did get assigned those 100 shares of Microsoft. Microsoft's been doing really good right now. We got assigned those 200 shares of Apple with those cash secure puts I kept doing, and Apple's doing really good right now as well. With Costco, I remember I bought quite a couple shares with Costco, and man, they're performing really good as well. We also have MasterCard. MasterCard's not performing too good right now, so I'm going to be trying to accumulate some more shares on that. We have Google, which we have about 42 shares. They're doing pretty good. I'm going to try to accumulate more shares as well. We have Meta, and we have Amazon, and then we have 1 share of Nvidia, which we finally completed. So we'll have about 10 shares after the stock split, and we'll see what happens there. We also have, guys, SCHD, 823 shares. We are trying to get to 1,000 shares. We're going to slowly chip away at it. This one's actually doing also very good on the portfolio positions. And then, guys, the last one, we have about $18,000 invested into SNSXX, which is just a US Treasury that we keep. About these $18,000, we're earning about a 5%. A little to no risk on this. So typically I try to sell naked puts, and then when I do get assigned, I'll sell out of this and you know, cover my position. So we'll earn the premium plus the 5%. Beautiful strategy, and I'm going to continue doing that as long as I possibly can. If I do show you guys here the portfolio performance, we are in the gains by $45,059.35. You guys can see back in 2022 we were in the red, and guys, we have just been growing and growing, loving it. Wish I had more capital back then because I would have deployed more, but the amount we did deploy, it did pay off so far, and that is 22.37% in the rate of return, which I cannot complain about that. On the investment income, we are projected to make about $4,496.74 in the next 12 months. This is averaging about a $374.73 for June. About $864.24 were projected. July, about $77.71, and then August, $182.11. If I do show you guys here the history, there was actually not really much activity this week, but we did do a little bit, and that is because we have goals. So if I do show you from the start, we did the 20th all the way to the 25th. You'll see that on the 23rd of May, I went ahead and bought 2 shares of SCHD because we're trying to get to that 1,000 shares. Spent about $156.04, bought it at about $78.01, and then right around that same day, the 24th or so, I deposited $100 That is because of that other goal, deposit into the portfolio $100 at a minimum, and we're going to continue doing that. We'll see how long that takes, guys, to achieve our goals, but we continue to see our dividend income continue to get larger and larger, which if I show you guys the actual, well, actually let me show you. We do have this calculate dividends. When I click on it, it adds up all the dividends on the portfolio that we made for this past week, which if we click on it, you'll see we made $0 this week. We didn't collect any passive income, which that's okay. Some weeks we won't, but some weeks we'll collect some really good juicy income. And if I show you the dashboard here, I already have a copy of this, guys, over here, so we can kind of see the difference in how much we grew the dividend snowball. We're at $350.09. By the time we kick off the scripts, we should see this much higher, because again, remember, we continue to buy some shares. So we bought 2 shares of SCHD. We'll see how long that, or I guess how much that increased it. If I do show you as well on the options premium, month of May, $0 we have. Rate of return is still a 3.52%, which is still good. And then you'll see that for the month of May, we've collected $0 every single week. So I gotta step up my game on this. I only have about $18,000 to kind of play around with this, because I want to try to stay away from covered calls. I've been trying to just stick to cash secure puts. And anyways, if I show you the dividend payout, you'll see that there is 5 companies that have announced dividends. So if we go to portfolio tools, get latest dividends, this will get wiped. It'll see if in my portfolio of the positions I do have, if these companies or other new companies have announced dividends. And you'll see here, guys, that we do have a couple. You'll see that we have Nvidia twice now. So for some reason it did pick it up twice, and we'll see what happens with that one. You'll see that as well, we do have the ex-dividend dates for us. So I'll probably have to purchase Nvidia. For some reason it's showing up twice. We have Nvidia there, and then we have Nvidia here as well. So it might even force me to buy $50 worth of Nvidia. So we'll see what happens there as well. So if I do show you the settings though, we get rid of this, and then we jump over to Empower, so we can grab the latest version of my portfolio that contains the purchases from this past week. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're at Empower on my Schwab account. You'll see this green button. It's called Copy Holdings. Click on it. This copies the content of my portfolio onto the clipboard. This is a script I do have, but we can go back to the settings, right click, paste special values only. And now this copy actually contains all our purchases from this past week. This is actually an old snapshot of my portfolio parsed out. When you click portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped. It'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted. So let's go ahead and do that. Give it a second or two. And there it goes, guys. We can jump back over here to the dashboard, see everything being auto calculated for us. And guys, so it looks like it's done. On the projected dividend yield, we're at 1.70% compared to 1.69%. The portfolio did actually go down in value this week, so we actually got, I guess we're getting a little bit better dividend yield. On the yield on cost though, we are at 1.94, so that did go up compared to 1.93. And then on the yearly, we're projected to make $4,235.38 compared to last week of $4,201. So we went up about $34 a yearly now with those 2 purchases of SCHD. And then on the monthly, $352.95 compared to $350.09. So we did go up as well. So I love seeing that. And then you'll see here on the weekly, guys, $81.45 compared to $80.79. And then on the day, we're making $11.60 on the day. From last week, it was $11.51. So a very huge increase from 9 cents there. On the hourly, we're still working, or I guess the portfolio is making about 48 cents every single hour that goes by. On the hourly work wage, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $2.04 compared to last week of $2.02. We'll eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes, guys. That's gonna be a huge milestone. I'm definitely aiming to achieve that eventually one day, and we will achieve it. I know we will. But anyways, guys, this is actually all I have for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe with that notification if you have not done so already. As well, drop a big thumbs up on the video, helps out the channel a lot. And if you stuck all the way to the very end, let me know by dropping a hashtag SCHD, guys, because we have just continued to accumulate SCHD shares, and we're gonna eventually get it to 1,000 shares. I think that'll be a very nice milestone to achieve. It's one of our goals, and I'm very looking forward to it. So anyways, this is actually all I have for you guys. I'll talk to you guys in the comment section. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.